and we make test and measurement equipment. And there are three very big changes happening in broadcast at this point in time. We're moving from HD to UHD, so payloads from 1.5 gig to 12 gig. We're also moving from standard dynamic range to high dynamic range. That's kind of a new science, and there are multiple UHD formats, and we're looking to support those with the product. We've also got another transition from the SDI world to the IP world, so another big technological change. Now, all these three changes are all happening at the same time, and Phabrix's answer to that is this product here. This is the QX. It's a rasterizer. It's equally at home working with 12 gig SDI signals and IP signals. And what I'm going to show you in a minute is the product in 4 different scenarios, and we'll show you some different features of this product. So this is the Phabrix QX rasterizer in use. This is the display. The product creates it, and it's like a multi-viewer of instruments. So this comes out of the unit. This is completely flexible. I can create a display any style. I can change the scale of various instruments. We can take it small, take it large. So a very flexible user interface with a very powerful system for recalling those preset instrument setups. What I'm demonstrating here is this. Looks a bit crazy, but that's jitter. That's looking at the jitter on a 12 gig SDI stream. And it's all part of a new feature called the SDI Stress Tool, software option for the QX. And this is big for manufacturers, big for anyone who wants to prove that infrastructure is good and to specification and meets the SMPTE standards. And this is working with any signals up to 12 gig payloads. It'll also work with 4x 3G. So it's the whole range of SDI standards. And it's got audio and video monitoring, as well as this physical layer stress tool. So that's brand new at IBC. So here we're demonstrating the QX, and we're demonstrating the high dynamic range features of it. As you can see with the label above, we're working with PQ, working with HLG, and at this show we're presenting S-Log3 and SR Live. So some new formats. So all those formats, including standard dynamic range, all supported by the product. And then there's a bunch of instruments which have been tailor-made to deal with high dynamic range and how you visualize HDR. And we can see a few of them here. So this display is showing with a special overlay that's giving us information about being in range and out of range. We've got some new tools related to the waveform and to the vector scope. We've got some, in particular, you can now configure your own markers, and those markers can indicate things like a particular brand's color and brightness range, and then you can use that to compare between shoots. So a bunch of features to do with HDR, and HDR at 4K. You can also obviously use it at 3G. This is the QX running again, but now it's in IP mode, and this one's running in 2110, which is that's the real hype at this show, and it's a reality, and it's what's coming now. So this is running 2110. It's running -10, -20, -30, -40. So we're doing the audio, the video, the ancillary data, and it's all PTP locked. And we're working with a bunch of partners. So we're working with Arista, Mellanox, Nevian, and Trilogy, and we're developing a sophisticated method of configuring within systems. So this is a brand new development. It feels the same as the other products, all the same sorts of features, but now in an IP world. So this is a true hybrid product. Use it in SDI, use it in IP. So what we're showing here, this is the handheld, the SX range. We've got 4 products in the range, and the new feature here, showing for the first time at IBC, is an AV delay generator coupled with an AV delay analyzer. And here we're showing that, so lip sync measurements. And we've got that working in conjunction with Lavo, and we're showing a demonstration here of interoperating with Lavo test patterns and Phabrix test patterns.